I am Ada Egbufor. I am a life coach. I help people discover their life purpose, help them get focused. If you think about it, all there really is life. Please do not forget to subscribe Ada Egbufor TV. Hello there. Welcome to this week's Discuss. I am Ada Egbufor, and I am your host in this space that I designed for us to gather and contemplate, discuss about how we can make a difference in life. Because, at the end of it, that's all there really is, life. And I hope by now you have invested some time to figure out what your mission in life is, what your priorities are. And I hope you have begun to work towards it. And I suggest that this is something that's helped me over the years. I'm a note taker. I always take notes. And when you listen to programs like this, give yourself a chance. Sometimes something will resonate with you. Something will maybe a word will trigger something in you. Maybe a statement. Note it down. And if you can, if you like clarity on it, post a comment on the platform, and you'll be surprised the kind of the kind of response you will get, at the end of the day. So, today I want to talk about something that we all go through every day, and for a long time I wasn't even conscious of it until somebody said to me, life is a battle. And I wondered, so what does that mean? And it was later, after I thought about it, that I agreed with him. These days, you cannot turn on the radio, the television, or even the social media without hearing news about how bad the economy is, how bad governments are, how there's unemployment, there's inflation, there is COVID is still raging in some parts of the world. And then you have the war between Ukraine and Russia, which has, caused so much tension around the world because nobody knows how far it will go, if it will escalate further than this. When you hear these things, one of the things that happen is, you're stressed out. If you focus on them, they will wear you out and just rob you of your peace of mind. Truly, life is war. And the main war is not what is happening outside you, it's what is happening inside you. And so, what is really war? What is a war? It's not, when we hear war, life is war, we kind of think of, bombs and fierce-looking men and women and dangerous weapons. No. War is simply a conflict between opposing forces, desiring opposing outcomes from the same source. Let me repeat that. War is a conflict between opposing forces who desire opposing outcomes from the same source. So, from the time you wake up in the morning to the time you go back to bed at night, you have so many things contending with you. Your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit, your money, your attention. You contend with the alarm that goes off in the morning. For the most part, you set the alarm. And you're there wondering, should I take a little nap? Should I sleep some more? Or should I get up? And then you contend with the traffic because you're running late. And then you contend with your boss, who does not understand that, according to you, that it's so difficult to get to work early every day, only because you lost the war in your mind and decided to sleep just a little bit more. Some of us are born into rich families. We contend to keep it that way, with all the forces trying to destabilize it. We contend with them, and we fight to keep our wealth in our family. Then some people are born into poor families. What do they do? They contend with all manner of forces to get out of poverty. Both sides contending with the circumstances of their birth. Life is war. You have a budget. You contend with your mind, with your self discipline or lack of thereof to maintain, keep to your budget. You set a goal. Oh, wow. It's a battle to keep to your goals. And so, what do you do? In the process of, fighting my own battles, I discovered three things that helped me. And I want to share those three things with you. They're very simple, but they're not easy because you have to intentionally apply them. Just knowing them is not enough. It's not going to help you. But when you set out purposefully to learn just one thing and apply it and evaluate how it's affecting you, you'll be surprised, how far you've come. And one of the things that I discovered was knowledge. Knowledge is so powerful only if you know what to do with it. Know what you know. Know what you do not know. Know your priorities. Know your strengths, know your weaknesses. Know what you want. And on this journey, we have discovered that most important person in our lives. We know what's the reason why we're here on earth. So we just have to set our compass in the right direction. You see, knowledge helps you to reason and make the right decisions, to be able to solve your problems in a reasonable way. That's why knowledge is so important. Ignorance is not going to help you to win the battle of life. And if you want to be happy, if you want to be successful, you must win the battle of life. Those little battles that challenge you every day, you have to overcome them. The second key that I discovered was having a conscious awareness. We talked about all these external forces, things happening out there in society. So my question to you is, if COVID did not happen, if the economy is not so bad, if the governments were wonderful and there is no war going on, would you be more productive in your office? Would you like your boss better? Would you like your job better? Would you be content with your life? Before all these things began to happen, how happy were you with your life? Were you, saving money? Were you meeting your targets? Did you behave better? So you have to know what is really affecting you from the environment. And so that you don't just throw a blanket conclusion without being aware of what you are doing to you. Conscious awareness would help you to be realistic in your expectations, will help you in your relationships with people, will help you know that the person that was rude to you a minute ago had their own problems. They're not responsible for all the woes in your life. So you know where to go get help if you need help. Another thing that has helped me is realizing that, okay, I discovered my God-given mission not very early in life, and I feel bad about it. Though it's been hovering all over me, it's been there, I just did not see it. And when I saw it, I did not quite understand it. And when I understood it, I allowed fear to hold me bondage for a while. And so all of these things I did. Yeah? And I know time waits for nobody. So what do? You have realized this. You're not happy with yourself that you've wasted time all these years. Good. It's good that you want to start moving ahead. But it's better that you do not stampede yourself. So exercise patience with yourself. Be realistic with yourself. Set your own pace that you know you can manage. If you have been wanting to start your own business, maybe you're called to teach, you want to, and you know you haven't done anything in that direction, it's time for you to begin to research it at the very least. Look for, talk to people who are in those areas, in that area, and actually find out which aspect of teaching appeals to you most. Every of those little steps means a lot. Although I will not catapult you into a classroom right away, but you're doing something. So check in on yourself every now and then by being realistic, keeping, the pace, and staying focused on the path that you have found. I think that's where we're going to draw the curtain for today's episode. I want to thank you so much. And I want to leave you with this. You are beautiful. You are unique. You're fearfully and wonderfully made. And I tell you, nobody can do better what God has purposed for you to do. You have to believe that. So I thank you for spending some time here with me today. Please, if you have not subscribed, go ahead, subscribe, and like and share with other people. Let me hear those comments. It helps me to know how to serve you better. This is a platform for service. Thank you so much. I'm Ada Egbufor. I'll see you next week.